What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y. I was about to say Wi-Fi battle, but it's Battle Spot Live. This is episode number 33, and today we are bringing a mostly new team. Still have the Umbreon from last time. It's Wish Passing, it's got the Heal Bell, Foul Play, all of that stuff. Also had the Luxray, which is Guts, Flame Orb with a Superpower Crunch. What else does it have? Wild Charge and Facade. There we go. I am bringing a Carracosta this time. It's Shell Smash. It's got Aqua Jet, Stone Edge, and Waterfall. We also have the Tauros, which is Life Orb, Sheer Force, with Earthquake, Rock Climb, Zen Headbutt, and Iron Head. So that is that. We've got a Scarf Nidoking, not Life Orb, and it's running just your basic moves. It's got Sludge Wave, Earth Power, Flamethrower, and Ice Beam. And then Mismagius, the wonderful Spektra, has a Focus Sash with Nasty Plots, Shadow Ball, Power Gem, and Thunderbolt. So we will see how this team works out. As we're getting into the challenges today, just want to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches that magical number of 50 likes, I will continue to bring you these double daily Wi-Fi battle uploads and all that fun stuff. First of all, I would like to apologize as we're getting into this this battle here. I'd like to apologize for how erratic the uploads have been this past week. I know I keep saying that things were getting fixed, but I've had a lot going on in my personal life right now, and I've been trying to get it fixed. So it's drawn out a little bit longer. So the uploads have been late in the day, and some days I've only had one upload. I'm really trying to get that all sorted out. I'm pretty sure I do now. So it should be over. We should be getting back to the normal schedule of everything. But I would just like to thank you guys for the support and, not complaining and all that stuff. It does mean a lot to me that you guys are behind me. I do appreciate it. Now, our first opponent today is going to be bringing the Azumarill, Heracross, Gliscor, Dragonite, Ninjask, and Talonflame. And a lot of just typical Pokemon here. Very OU-ish. The Ninjask is probably going to be a baton passing set. They usually like to do the Swords Dance, Protect, Focus Sash stuff. And then, to the Protect to acquire the Speed Boost. And then eventually pass it off to something. Probably that Heracross or the Dragonite. That looks very promising. And, well, I guess even the Azumarill. All of his Pokemon appear to be physical attackers. So I guess, I guess all of them can be, proper recipients for this. Now, I definitely want to bring the Carracosta because it's going to do a good job at walling the Azumarill. Doesn't resist its attacks, but it can take the physical hit and then get up a Shell Smash if necessary. And, well, actually, no. Not against the Azumarill because it can just Aqua Jet me afterwards. I'm not carrying the White Herb, actually. I'm carrying the Weakness Policy. Just because I wanted to try it out, so maybe that's not the best idea, but it will wall Talonflame like no other, and with that Talonflame there, I pretty much have no choice but to bring it, because most people will bring their Talonflame, and they're most of the time they are either Banded or Life Orb, so it's just going to do a crap ton of damage, and I don't really have anything else that can take both of its stabs. So we're going to lead off with the Carracosta here, and our opponent is going to lead off with the predictable Ninjask. So I'm predicting either a Protect or a Swords Dance here. Either way, I'm going for Shell Smash. He does, in fact, go for the Swords Dance, so that is okay. Pretty much just expected that. And because these things usually carry, like, Aerial Ace or X-Scissor for an attacking move, one or the other, there's really nothing that I'm afraid of as far as, having my defense lowered at this point. Just not afraid at all. So what I'm going to do here is predict a Protect and go for another Shell Smash. I feel like that's the best move here. So, oh no, he's just going to go for another Swords Dance, so he's going to get up to +4 here. That is kind of crazy. So we're going to get up another Shell Smash, so we're going to be -2 in both of our defenses, but we're going to be +4 speed, +4 attack and special attack. Obviously the special attack doesn't mean anything. I know he has the Focus Sash, so going for the Stone Edge to kill him, or that really doesn't do that much. The Aqua Jet is not a good idea to try to outspeed him either because of said Focus Sash. So I think the best move is to go for Waterfall here. It has perfect accuracy. He's going to go for the Fury Cutter. Okay, and that does a lot of damage because remember, he's at +4 attack. I'm at -2 defense. So somehow I lived that. Kind of surprising. He's going to hold on with his Focus Sash, and he might try to Baton Pass now. But we are going to... He's kind of in a checkmate position here. He probably thought that was going to kill. So what I'm going to do is just Aqua Jet him. And yeah, he can't do anything about it. He would have to switch out. He decides not to do that. You know, it's not worth the risk of me going for a waterfall. Or maybe his other Pokemon are 2-hit KO'd by an Aqua Jet. I'm not entirely positive. But the Ninjask goes down to that Aqua Jet, so that is a good start for us. And we will see what he comes out with here. The Dragonite. Not really afraid of this thing. Going to outspeed. And I can hit him up with a Stone Edge at +4. That's going to do a lot of damage. Oh, the Extreme Speed. The Extreme Speed. That was a good play on his part. It is a resisted hit, but at -2 defense and, you know, almost no HP. There's no way that I'm going to live that. No way whatsoever. So that puts a damper on things, but we got rid of the Ninjask and made it so that he was not able to pass off his boost to anything. So that is a win in my book. Now, as for this Dragonite, this is a little bit of a problem. And I'm not really sure what I want to do about it. It, you know, has the multi-scale intact, so it's going to take at least 2 hits to bring this thing down. I do have the Nidoking and the Mismagius. I don't think I mentioned what my Pokemon were. I do have the Power Gem on the Mismagius, which will be a super effective hit on this thing. I really don't have any other choice at this point but to go into Nidoking and go for the Ice Beam. That's what I'm going to do here. He's going to stay in to take it. He will be able to take it with the multi-scale just fine. Does about like 60%. He's going to hit me up with a Dragon Rush. Okay, I don't think that's going to kill. And actually, it almost does. Leaves us with 33 HP. I guarantee he's going to go for the Extreme Speed here. So my only play, if I'm going to win this match, is to switch out into the Mismagius, predicting the Extreme Speed. And that will give me a free turn to kill him. Or set up a nasty plot, but I don't want to risk his other Pokemon being Talonflame, you know, and ruin my Focus Sash. So what I'm going to do here is indeed go into that Mismagius. Let's see what he wants to go for. I guarantee you it's going to be Extreme Speed. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. Come on. Yes. Yes, there is that Extreme Speed. So we are in the clear here. We definitely outspeed this thing. I am timid nature, you know, running max speed, all that stuff. So there's no way that he's outspeeding. I don't think he's going to switch out either because most Mismagius do not carry Power Gem. They carry like Energy Ball or, you know, Thunderbolt. I do carry the Thunderbolt, but Energy Ball seems to be the other, you know, coverage move of choice. So that's going to take down the Dragonite. That's great news for me. We'll see what this other Pokemon is here. It is the Gliscor, and that is perfect. He cannot hit me with an Earthquake, and if that's his only attacking move, sometimes they run Knockoff. I run Knockoff on mine, just because, I don't know, I don't want to do the typical Toxic stalling stuff. But anyway, if his only move is the Earthquake, he is in trouble here. I'm going to go for the Nasty Plot. He went for the Toxic and missed. So we're in a really good position right here. I don't think he can do anything to us. I really don't. I mean, I don't want to risk the knockoff, but he's probably just going to try to Toxic stall us here. It's unfortunate that that Toxic missed the first time around. He actually survives the +2 Shadow Ball. Barely. So what he's going to do here is, well, he can't sub, so even if he's running that, he's not going to do it. If he roosts, he's going to die. So his only move here is to protect. I mean, I guess I can go for the Nasty Plot predicting that, but there's really no reason to do that. The only thing that I can really do here is just continually go for Shadow Ball. He's pretty much lost the match. He's going to have to pull off a triple Protect. So there's the Protect. There's the Shadow Ball not doing anything. There's the Toxic damage. This match is lost. We'll see how long he wants to draw this out here. So that is great. That is just great. And he is going to go for the Protect again, and he's going to get it. So he pulls off the double Protect, which is unfortunate because we're going to take more Toxic damage. Still not worried too much, because if Mismagius were to die due to like a triple or quadruple Protect shenanigans, whatever, you know, I can still come in with my Scarf Nidoking, finish him off with an Ice Beam. So I'm not worried about this at all. He's going to go for the Protect again, and it's going to fail this time. So that is going to be the end of this match. And I believe our record coming into today, I know we had 39 wins. I want to say that we are at 39-23 because that would put us at a 16-game differential. That makes sense. I feel like that's the right thing. I will double check that. Feel free to, you know, yell at me in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But I don't think I am. So 39-23, that brings our record up to 40-23. So fabulous. Looking at that 17-game differential. Hopefully we can get a double victory today. That will definitely be like 3 or 4 double victories in a row if it does happen. I know I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit, but I'm very excited. very excited about this team. I really didn't expect them to put in the amount of work that they did in that battle against some, very much so top-tier threats. And we'll see if we can keep it up here. Very underrated team. But whatever, it worked out. And we didn't even have to rely on Umbreon's foul play. How about that? Alright, this guy wants to battle. Because, I don't know. Because he's from New York? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, our opponent is going to be bringing the Alakazam, which could be Mega, or actually, Pinsir is more likely to be the Mega here, but he could have the dual Mega thing going on. I don't know. It could just be, running a Life Orb or a Focus Sash as well. So, we also have the Jolteon, which does run Focus Sash quite often on Battle Spot, so I will have to watch out for that. Talonflame again. Thankfully, we didn't actually have to battle it last time, but Talonflame seems to be on all the teams. Ferrothorn and Starmie. So, he's got some interesting Pokemon here, and we will see how things go. I really feel like I need to bring the Caracosta again, though, because of the fact that both, well, first of all, it's going to protect me against Talonflame, and on top of that, it's going to deal a lot of damage to Pinsir. And, I mean, with the priority Aqua Jet is, it might end up being necessary against that Alakazam or the Jolteon to be able to outspeed. So, that is a thing. That is definitely a thing. So, we shall see what happens here. And I'm really hoping he's not going to lead off with the Talonflame. That would be just, absolutely fantastic if that is not the case. Really would love to go through this entire episode and not see Talonflame at all. He's going to go for the Pinsir. The Pinsir lead is probably going to be Mega. So I've got my Umbreon out here. That's not entirely a bad matchup for me, just because most of these things tend to not carry the X-Scissor. The ones that I've seen like to carry the Swords Dance, Return, Quick Attack, and usually Earthquake or Rock Slide or maybe Stone Edge, I guess. One of, those. But usually the X-Scissor is left off the set. We'll see here in a second. He's going to stay in, though, so he might have it. He does have the X-Scissor. I'm pretty sure I can still live that. And yeah, that's going to do a lot of damage, bring me down to 46 HP. We're going to hit him up with a Foul Play. And wow, that does a lot of damage. It's a crit. Wow, I really thought it would do more. Really thought it would do more than that. And that crit is a little bit unfortunate on his part. A little bit unfortunate, not going to lie. He's going to be able to kill me off this turn, so I think my best play might be to switch out. I could protect for Leftovers Recovery, but that's kind of lame. So I'm not going to do that right now. Going to switch out into the Caracosta, predicting another X-Scissor or just a Quick Attack. Quick Attack would have been better. But he's going to go for the X-Scissor, and that doesn't even do 50%. And I can finish him off with an Aqua Jet if he wants to stay in. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm not going to play the mind games and wait for him to go for like a Swords Dance or anything, try to Shell Smash, all that stuff. Not worth it. Not worth it at all, especially with that Talonflame being a possibility. I think even at +2, his Brave Bird would still out-prioritize my Aqua Jet. Not positive on that, but my speed is so terribly low, and Talonflame's is, crazy high. I would say it's a pretty safe bet that Brave Bird is indeed going to out-prioritize me, and that would be a problem. So out comes the Jolteon. Definitely going to outspeed me here. That base 130 speed is not something that I can compete with. In fact, none of my Pokemon really can here. So I'm going to switch out. He's obviously going to go for like Volt Switch or something like that, or Thunderbolt. Either or. He does go for the Thunderbolt just to make sure that it kills. And, I understand that. Caracosta does have the Solid Rock, so you want to be dealing as much damage as possible. Umbreon actually survives that. And if he tries to Volt Switch here, I might actually live. So I probably should have went for a Protect. Probably should have did that there. And no, I'm not going to live because it is a crit. I don't think that mattered, to be honest. It actually was going to be close, judging by how little damage Thunderbolt did. He's definitely not Specs. He's definitely not Scarfed either. Not that Jolteon is normally Scarfed. I also didn't see a Life Orb, so he's probably Focus Sash. Which would mean that this Alakazam is either a Life Orb set, which is the most likely option, or he's a Mega Evolution and he's just not going to be able to use his item. So that is where I stand right now. So, Alakazam has base, 115 speed? Base 115 speed, so I could go out into Tauros. I could definitely go out into Tauros and try to hit him up with a Rock Climb. And potentially KO him in one hit, especially if he has that Life Orb. Because I mean, we haven't seen the Focus Sash from the Jolteon yet, but I'm like 85% positive that that is the item that Jolteon has. And I have Earthquake on this thing, so I'm just going to go for the Rock Climb, see what happens. I outspeed, and the Alakazam is going down. Which could mean that this is a modest Alakazam. And that's, in fact, probably what it means. I think Tauros' speed is base 110. I could be wrong about that, and it could be 115, but if it's 110, you know, I'm running Jolly max speed, he could be modest max speed, then I would outspeed, and I think, pretty sure that's what happened right there. He gets a crit on the Thunderbolt with the Jolteon as he comes in, and I barely survived that. That was close. That was so close. We're going to hit him up with an Earthquake, and there is the Focus Sash. I knew it. I knew he had a Focus Sash this whole time. I was just, like, waiting to see it. We're going to die to the Life Orb recoil there, and if you're wondering why, because Sheer Force does get rid of Life Orb recoil, but it only works when the move gets boosted by Sheer Force. The only move on this set that does not get boosted by Sheer Force is Earthquake, so when you use Earthquake, you're going to get the Life Orb recoil. You will not with the other moves that I mentioned. Another possible move that I do want to run on this thing is the Rock Slide to hit the Talonflames and Charizard and stuff, but that's another story. We're able to revenge that Jolteon with an Aqua Jet from the Caracosta, so you know, even with the crit there at the end that could have been really, really disastrous, came very close to being disastrous, we're still able to pull out the victory, so that is a double victory for us today. Again, it's been a long time since we lost a match, honestly. It's been a really long time since we lost a match on Battle Spot, and that kind of scares me for the upcoming episodes, that I feel we're just going to have our luck turn around a little bit, or a lot of bits, and just go into this losing streak and, you know, suck it up for a while. But so far, this team, I like it. I like it. It is underused and definitely underappreciated, but, you know, the sets that I'm running, I guess, and just these Pokemon, they fare well against the very common Battle Spot users. So I'm going to stick with it next time, and hopefully we can get at least one more win. So if I win 3 out of 4 matches with this team, I will definitely be happy. So that's pretty much it for this time, guys. Want to thank you for watching, as always, and definitely thank you if you left a like on this video. It does mean a lot. So I will see you guys for the next episode, but until then, game on.